Hello everybody, as mentioned in a previous vlog, I've been planning on reorganizing my bookshelves behind me. I said I would film it, bring you guys along because I know some of you really enjoy watching these videos. I know I do. I love kind of just seeing all the books that people have on their shelves and the way that they're going to arrange them. I've been putting this off all day, but I'm finally sitting down to start this mammoth of a job because I must have over 200 books that I now need to organise. And first step, we just need to get everything off the shelves, and then I'm gonna clean the shelves because let's be honest, your girl does not dust on a daily. I'm a bit scared, to be honest. While I'm doing this, I'm watching Euphoria. I'm currently on season 2 and I'm really getting into it now. I don't know, the dynamics between everyone is so crazy. But without further ado, let's take all these books off the shelves. I'm going to literally just lob them all, well not lob, gently place them all onto my bed and then we'll go from there. I'm starting in this corner, no idea why. We're just going to take everything off. We're going everything off the top as well, just so I can give everything a good clean. I honestly love the way that my shelves look in my room though. Also I got this like matcha cup that I've not used yet. Maybe halfway through this we'll need to treat ourselves to a matcha and we can finally use this cup. It's kind of so cute, it's like a boba cup almost. One of my main motivations for doing this now is I obviously have quite a few Fairy Loot books, so I wanted to almost display them differently on my shelf. I want some of them to have the spines facing outward because obviously we have a lot of random passport. We have a lot of, what's the word? Beautiful sprayed edges, so I want to showcase them. I think we're going to speed run through me doing this half of the shelves, the smaller ones, and then we'll rejoin as a team and see how I'm feeling and if I want to, you know, if I regret my decisions for starting this mammoth job. This also is not an easy job for someone that's 6'1" because I hate sitting on my knees, but there's literally no other option right now. Every time I pick up Zodiac Academy, I just want to read it all at the same time, but it's such a daunting world because there's just so many books. I have read the first one and I really loved it, but I don't know why I shouldn't go on to the rest. So you guys can't see, let me show you. All of this now is done. This situation on my bed currently, as you can see, I was crashing out. I'm trying to get the camera back onto me. I'm out of breath. This is definitely my workout for the day. I do think that taking the books off is the hardest part, and then we can get to the cleaning, which is quite satisfying, and then putting the books on, which is even more satisfying. So I'm going to take 2 minutes and then I'm going to do the big shelf here. Through the big shelf. The end is in sight, guys. The end is in sight. This is what I mean. I have all of these Fairy Loot books that are just so stunning on like the sprayed edge side that I want to display them outwards. So all the shelves are now clear. This is what my room is currently looking like. There are books everywhere. Feeling not overwhelmed because I chose to do this and I wanted to do it, but it is just an overwhelming process. I think let's go get our cleaning supplies now. We'll wash all of the shelves down and then the fun part, putting the books on the shelves. delightful in here now. I'm going to start with my Fairy Loot books, just so I can get them on the shelves, get their edges facing out. I think I'm going to put them here, like almost like centre of this bookshelf, so it's like the first one you see. Let's start putting them on. First up, I'm going to be putting on my Stalking Jack the Ripper series. So this is one that I've recently got from Fairy Loot, and I've just finished Stalking Jack the Ripper the other night, and I really enjoyed it. And the best thing about these is as well, the edges line up to create a photo, and it's so cute. And now let's dig around trying to find all of my other Fairy Loot ones. There's just so many books. This one is actually on my May TBR. I think I'm going to be starting this one next, so I cannot wait for this. How good is that looking already? I'm obsessed. The second F of Lock, one of my favourite reads. Did I read this year? It must have been last year. One of my favourite reads from 2025. Stunning. There's just so many colours. It's beautiful. This is also why I've now stopped my Fairy Loot subscription, because I just have far too many that I need to get through. I think I have the perfect amount to be able to get them all onto this row. One, my prized possession now, Starside by Alex Astor. And she slots in perfectly. Wow. Look at how stunning this row now is. I'm kind of obsessed. Okay, so I think on the row above, I want to go Sarah J. Maas universe. So I've got ACOTAR, and all of my Throne of Glass books should fit onto here. Just going to put them in, and then we can rearrange the order once they're on the shelves. Why can I not see them anywhere? This is really bugging me. Okay, I've found ACOTAR, so let's put her in her place. Also, how excited are you for ACOTAR 6 and 7? I literally am on the edge of my seat for it. I hope it's as good as these ones are. Also hoping that the covers match, because I will be annoyed if they don't. Also think that I'm going to read The Assassin Blade first, so that's how we will order it. I don't know if this is the correct order, but this is where it's going to be going right now. Perfect. I'm very happy with that row now. I feel like I should keep with like the fantasy theme. I've obviously got all of my Fourth Wing books as well that could go underneath here. Onyx Storm, Iron Flame, and then the first book, Fourth Wing. Another one of my favourite fantasy young adult series is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Pop those in there. And then I also have two of the books from the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy as well, also by Stephanie Garber. And then I think just to mix up the way it looks, I'm going to slot my Shatter Me series. Swap those around. In like that. Going in next, I've got Belladonna and Foxglove. So this is by Adeline Grace. Oh, some of my most favourite books ever. They almost give like a dark academia fantasy vibe. Rude to ignore The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, so this can also go in this shelf. I do have the hardback of Sunrise on the Reaping, but I may have to put that like underneath, I'm not sure. What I'm going to do, I'm going to swap all this around, offing down that end, and then I can fit Sunrise on the Reaping down the other end. It kind of annoys me that I have all paperbacks and then hardback, but that's just what we're going to have to live with for now. I'm back from another break. I just watched a little bit of an episode of Euphoria again. I really need to speed up because I'm losing light. I've got 3 shelves done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 9, 12 shelves to do. I honestly think I'm going to mix up, because before I had like all of my TBR on my shorter shelves, but I want my big shelf now to be like only fantasy. So I'm gonna have books on there that I haven't read as well, but I actually know my physical TBR based off of the wheel spinner video that I posted last week. So if you haven't seen that already, go and check it out. I let a wheel spinner pick my reads for the month of May based off my physical books on my shelves that I haven't read yet. So I've got all of those in a wheel spinner. So I think I can mix and match now. I'm going to have some books that I have read and some that I haven't. One series that's going on next is going to be A Spark of the Everflame. So this is the Kindred's Curse Saga. I recently read this and I loved it. To pair with that, I'm going to put my Scythe series that I've got next to it. Probably going to switch it up slightly. I don't know what this series is called. Oh, it's the Gods of Monsters series by Amavina Cole. So this is the Book of Asriel. That's the first book in the series. And then I've also got the Plated Prisoners series as well, that I'm going to try and fit all of these onto my top shelf over there. Fantasy theme, I'm going to go with Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Also up here, I just need to figure out what to go on the end now. I found the perfect duology to go. I don't know what this duology is called, but we've got these Hollow Vows. This is the first book, and the second book is these Twisted Bonds. So these can just go on the end like so, and it looks stunning. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Oh, there's still so much more to go. I'm pretty sure the next shelf has to be my Twilight collection, because I feel like that's the only space that I'm going to be able to put hardbacks now. And I also have a copy of Midnight Sun. There we go. I'm going to go with The Power of the Orange Tree and A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon, along with my Powerless series that I have so far by Lauren Roberts. And then my Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, or hardback, so I'm going with The Crimson Moth and The Theatre of Glass and Shadows by Anne Corlett. And I want to see if I can squeeze my Zodiac Academy books in here as well. Yeah. Okay, that's done. So for the bottom shelf, I think I might go for like a young adult theme. I just need to find my books. But I'm going with the Keeper of the Lost Cities series to start with. I'm just putting them on randomly, and then I will sort out once. This is like actually a series that I really want to get back to as well. It was so fun when I was reading it. I definitely have way more of those books, but I don't know where they are. Okay, there's another one. And these also won't be in order, but I think Percy Jackson should also go on this row. I found more of my Keeper of the Lost Cities. They were literally right behind me, so let's slot those in. This is a big series, and the books look really big, but because it's YA, the writing is quite large, so it's actually not as long as it seems. Oh guys, I'm actually sick of this now. I don't want to do it anymore. They all just keep falling over, stressing me out. I just can't find any of the books that I'm looking for. I'm basically looking for the Lunar Chronicles series. I just can't find the first book. I guess I'll just put these in. This is the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. I seriously recommend these books so much. Well, that's basically the big shelf done anyway. I think the rest of this video we'll just do a quick time lapse, because I just want to get this done now, and this shelf is basically like mixed with books that I really want to read and my favourites as well. So you can kind of get the gist of the vibe that we're going for. Obviously it's literally only fantasy, which I absolutely love, and the rest is going to be a bit more mismatched. And just like that, let me see if the lighting, just like that, I'm done. That probably took me 2 hours in total to do everything. There is actually half a shelf now that is empty, so that gives me leeway now and again if I ever do pick up physical books. Let me just do a quick overview. Honestly, I feel like I rushed the shorter shelves. They're so random. I may go back through and kind of redo it, but sometimes just changing it up helps a little bit. So let's take a gander. So these are the finished shelves. I did keep my copies of The Poppy War and The Dragon Republic on top. I've not read these yet. My parents got me these for Christmas. They're very special to me. They're very beautiful, so I just want them on display at all times. I'm really happy with how this big shelf looks. I think all the fantasy together is just so me, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I can't get over all of my sprayed edges that I've collected from Fairy Loot. But the job is done, which means this video is now complete. Thank you so much for sticking through this with me if you did. There were moments where I nearly quit. I feel like I've burnt 1,000 calories doing this today, but I'm happy it's done. My brain always feels a little bit calmer once my shelves are reorganized. So give this video a like because of all the mental pain that I've been through today. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I shall see you guys in the next one.